Surpassing 12 million units sold at a begoing growth rate of 1.6%, the Toyota HiLux remains the best-selling ute in Australian history. However, its stranglehold 40% market share over Australia's $10 billion automotive industry and the ute category itself has come increasingly under threat. Accordingly, in 2014, Toyota launched a continuation of its Unbreakable series in Unbreakable Drivers, posing consumers the question, are you worthy of the Toyota HiLux? Looked upon in veneration as the working man's ute, the HiLux's distinct versatility as a workmate that doesn't look out of place in the suburban driveway has made it the vehicle of choice for Australian tradesmen aged 25 to 45. Matching such a demographic's dual-natured necessity for performance and family orientation, Toyota's advertising strategy diverges from the traditionally functional positioning of its competitors. Effectively positioning its target market as an active extension of its unbreakable brand personality, the ad speaks to consumers' esteemed motivational needs. Hence, its big idea was to reposition its audience as to effectively match and serve as a reflection of the HiLux itself. Consequently, in line with its effective positioning in the FCB model, Toyota innovatively draws upon emotive discourses and its consumer differentiation in order to breach consumers' evoked set during both the problem recognition and evaluation of alternative stages of the decision-making process. Thereby, showcasing its relevance to consumers, Toyota achieves its marketing objectives. Although awareness remains a supplementary objective, acknowledging consumers are aware, knowledgeable, and can fully comprehend its product messages, Toyota's communication objectives target the liking and preference stages of the communication effects pyramid. Therefore, by differentiation, in line with its IMC objectives and Arzen's theory of planned behaviour, the ad provokes an effective and humorous discourse compatible with consumers' regulatory focus, effectively targeting subjective norms and matching its consumer preferences with its advertising strategy, hence leading to consumer intention and purchase behaviour. Accordingly, its success can be measured upon these evaluative measures. Utilising a close-ended, one-sided effective messaging strategy, Toyota's explicit message that HiLux drivers are tough and unbreakable like the HiLux itself speaks directly to its effective positioning and transformational creative approach. Corroborated by suggestions that humorous and laid-back approaches are most effective upon middle-aged men. Accommodating their dual-natured psychographics, Toyota's creative strategy needed to fulfill both the rational and emotive processing requirements of its target audience. Hence, the ad appropriately utilises a dramatization and humorous executional technique alongside an effective messaging strategy. Creatively juxtaposing its unshaven, Caucasian, khaki short-wearing 30 to 45-year-old male with the gritty work environment, the ad showcases tough, hard-working men battling physically and mentally against all the conditions the HiLux could throw at them. Everything from the low-contrast visual tones and greying mise-en-scène to the gravelly and deep masculine narrator's voice.
I'll get my HiLux one day, though.
Contribute to the construction of a visual and verbal embodiment of the Australian tradesman. Thus, its turn works conjunctively with its creative approach to fulfill its target audience requirements and its big idea, serving as an extension of its unbreakable brand personality to consumers themselves. Accordingly, to its admirers, such techniques are effective at drawing, engaging, and holding positive consumer interest, whilst to its detractors, such messages distract from Toyota's big idea and objectives. Thus, such detractors would recommend the use of an informational appeal and slice-of-life messaging strategy in order to showcase the HiLux's direct fulfillment of its tradesmen's everyday needs, and hence match its preference objective. However, mirrored by its victory at the Automobile Advertising of the Year award, such an ad's direct alignment with its consumers' appeal and psychographic needs poses it as an effective creative strategy. Employing both television and online media advertising, Toyota utilised two of the top three mediums for achieving mass awareness, knowledge and preference amongst an audience. Reaching over 95% of Australia's 23 million population per day, television's interaction of sight and sound perfectly matched Toyota's effectively driven messaging strategy. Furthermore, attaining over 936,000 views and 14,000 subscribers on YouTube, alongside generating over 18,000 hits on its website daily, online avenues proved a highly effective mechanism. Thus, each medium's cost efficiency, reach, level of control and alignment with such objectives remains testaments to each's use within this campaign. However, although not entirely wasted in reaching such a broad audience, with consumer selectivity and captivity arising as limitations of TV advertising, Toyota should have opted for a more targeted approach to its media plan. Thus, according to statistics, with such a 25 to 45-year-old tradesman demographic most active during the weekdays from 6 to 9 p.m. on Channel 9 and 10 and watching shows such as The Block, House Rules or The Living Room, Toyota should tailor its advertising during these time slots and channels, or sponsor such shows in order to maximise its viewership. Moreover, reconciled by statistics that suggest 80% of consumers are more inclined to buy because of a brand's presence on social media, and in line with tradesmen's increasing presence online, the HiLux ad should move towards a two-sided messaging strategy. Running consumer-generated ads, reviews, and/or viral marketing campaigns to generate consumer feedback, response, and traffic online, Toyota could match its consumers' changing technological needs and usage with its media plan. Overall, however, Unbreakable Drivers is an effective advertising campaign and truly a work of art.